I will give 30 seconds, therefore, to each of my politicians, with you, Praveen Chakraborty, first. When, the rhetoric needs to be replaced with specifics. Give me one specific thing you would do if there was a Congress-led government in power come June 4th. Very quickly.
We would first initiate the Socio-Economic Caste Census to understand the extent of the problem. And you ask for specific ideas. May I point out, and I think one of your other panelists just talked about it, which is the core problem is jobless growth. We can have GDP growth, but incomes are not trickling down. For that, we have very clear ideas. Right to apprenticeship. We said we will double economic output in 10 years. We said we will explore mining for strategic and critical minerals that will create 1.5 crore jobs. We said we will introduce an employment-linked incentive scheme for, in addition to the production-linked incentive scheme. We have very specific ideas for jobs at the bottom of the pyramid, and that is how we bridge the inequality gap. So please do not be like the Prime Minister. Read the manifesto. All specific ideas are there.
I've read the right to apprenticeship, which is an interesting idea, but we will still wait to see whether that can actually be enough to remove income inequalities and provide productive employment. Final word, Shehzad Poonawalla, before you again go and tweet that you haven't been given equal time and even put out a WhatsApp conversation with our guest coordinator, which I thought was bad form to do, but that's the nature of the world that we live in. So I will give you a final word on the one big thing the BJP will do come June 4th to address income inequalities. 30 seconds.
Some might say that not revealing the truth about the cash in parliament scam is also bad form. So let's not get into judging each other, Rajdeep. It will go into a very downhill place, which you would not like. I can stand up with my track record. Let me come to the point that I have to make. Rajdeep, since Mr. Praveen Chakraborty gave such great, brilliant ideas, did you ask him why the SECC version of the caste survey was not done in Karnataka, where his government is there? वहाँ पे तो डीके शिव कुमार ने मना कर दिया. हिमाचल में करके दिखा दो ना. हिमाचल में तो ये वादे कर दिए थे ना, 1500 रुपए प्रति महीना महिलाओं को देंगे, ये सारी चीजें की थी. किसको दिया इन्होंने? और इनसे पूछ लीजिए कि इतने रेवोल्यूशनरी आइडियाज है इनके, तो इनसे एक बार से पूछिए कि रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा कैसे. When they say financial survey of
what's the one thing you would do, sir? Forget about what they do or don't do. What's the one thing, sir? What's the one thing they will do? 15 seconds.
I think the way the government has delivered in lifting people out of poverty, not just on paper by a slogan saying Garibi Hatao, but actually removing people out of Garibi by giving them empowerment, houses, tap water connections, better living, better healthcare facilities, housing for all, water for all. These things strengthen them to bring themselves up in a position where they can earn their own livelihood and are not dependent on Sarkar for patronage, but become stakeholders. But Rajdeep asked them that will this redistribution mean that Infosys's wealth,
sir, my time is up. My time is up. You say dependent on government, but remember this is a government which says 80 crore Indians will be provided free ration. So it's not as if your government is also not providing welfare schemes which make people. No. We can debate this. This is fascinating to have for Prasanjit.
No, I know against 80 crore people.
Okay,
I am proud.
let's leave it there. If you believe it is proud,
people on the plate.
Okay, 80 crore free ration you believe is a sign of pride. Whether that will remove income inequalities is another issue. We spoke about redistribution of wealth, income inequalities. We will carry forward this debate on another day with perhaps more time to all our guests.